With the addition of Season 2, leveling could not be easier in Diablo 4. With the new patch, completing Whispers now grant double the experience points that they used to. We also have some great new opportunities from the seasonal content that will make leveling a breeze. In this video, we're going over how to take advantage of Season 2 and get to level 50 as fast as possible. Let's get right into it. As usual, with the addition of a new season, you'll need to create a new seasonal character. Don't forget to press skip campaign and select the seasonal realm. Right when you land in Sanctuary, the first thing we want to do is start our seasonal quest to get access to the new vampiric powers. There's no reason to skip this part because 1, you'll still be leveling during this portion, 2, some of the vampiric powers are pretty strong, 3, we'll get access to the new seasonal legendary aspects through the Codex of Power. After all the questing, your main focus for leveling is Blood Harvest. Blood Harvest is everything we wanted Helltide to be and more. Similar to Helltide, a random region will be selected which will be invaded by vampires. This event is great for experience points. It'll also give us tons of potent blood to level up our vampiric powers. And Blood Harvest constantly drops equipment, so you'll always be well geared throughout the leveling process. My main tip and trick for you is, when you're doing Blood Harvest, never stop going from group to group of enemies. This will be one of our biggest sources of experience points, just because of the amazing mob density alone. Blood Harvest also has its own special whispers. Luckily, all of them are easily completed by just running around killing enemies and touching interactables around the area. The other big source of experience points is going to come from collecting blood lures. You'll see these in the top right of your screen. Instead of spending blood lures on sanguine altars, you're going to want to save up 150 of these and use them at the Blood Lure Pedestals. You can locate these by looking for the Blood Harvest icon on the map. Starting this event will spawn waves and waves of enemies. It's one of the most fun things I've done in Diablo 4. As soon as you've maxed out your Grim Favors, it's important you always turn in your favors to the Tree of Whispers. The reason why is, you'll start to lose a huge amount of experience points from completing individual Whisper events. With the experience points bonus to Whispers in the recent patch, they're really at the top of the list for ways to complement your leveling process. Turning in Grim Favors at the Tree of Whispers also received a buff to how much gold it drops. At level 33, I got almost 400,000 gold from just one turn-in. That's a lot of gold for just level 33. Here's a real example of how exactly this works. I'm level 46, and keep in mind, leveling gets harder the higher you get to 50. I hopped right into Blood Harvest and instantly started to move from group to group of enemies. The mob density in Blood Harvest can be pretty intense. I made sure I invited nearby people and used an elixir to take advantage of a 15% experience points bonus. I'm also running an extra 10% experience points bonus from my season blessings. Just by running around Blood Harvest, I completed all 3 Whispers, which gave me 110,000 experience points in total. I turned these in at the Tree of Whispers for an extra 140,000 experience points. I finished off Blood Harvest by doing the main event that cost me 150 blood lures. After defeating the endless waves of enemies from this event, I had already made 809,000 experience points. And to top it off, I had plenty of loot to keep my equipment updated. I switched over to the Legion event and invited anyone who showed up. I made sure I interacted with the campfire for the extra 15% experience points bonus. If you've never done Legion events before, this is an easy way to fight tons of enemies and elites. After I finished, I received a bonus of 30,000 experience points for completing the event. Legion events can also spawn as a Whisper, which would have given me an extra 40,000 experience points and 3 Grim Favors. Just from completing Blood Harvest, turning in my Grim Favors, and doing a Legion event, I gained a total of 1,042,000 experience points. It's important to mention that as you level and enemies get tougher and tougher, you'll need to make sure you're doing the right things to keep up. If you fall behind, your clear times are going to suffer, and leveling is going to start to get slower. Here's a quick rundown of what to do. Make sure you're always completing your class quests. These generally take about 10 minutes and will always offer a lot of power and utility to your build. Next, utilize your Codex of Power for a big bump in damage. In the early leveling, survivability usually isn't an issue. The issue is the need for hitting bigger numbers or a lack of wave clearing. This is where the Codex of Power comes in. Browse through the offensive tab of your Codex of Power to find the best fit for your build. If you're finding your build is resource hungry, switch over to the resource tab and review your options there. Imprinting aspects from the Codex of Power will be available at level 25 at the Occultist. My recommendation for vampiric powers is prioritizing hemomancy in your sanguine circle. This vampiric power is absolutely broken, and I expect players in the early leveling process are definitely using this. To boost your leveling gains in every part of the game, be sure to take advantage of anything that gives an experience points bonus. These bonuses were changed in a recent patch to be multiplicative instead of additive. The devs said that this will make the game 40% easier to get to level 100. Using an elixir will give you a 5% bonus and can be also crafted at the Alchemist or found anywhere from just playing the game. Incense can also be crafted at the Alchemist and also provides another 5% bonus. Don't forget while grinding Blood Harvest to interact with the environment to collect resources needed to craft these. In your season blessing, blessings, level up your Urn of Aggression using Smoldering Ashes attained through season progression, or a 20% bonus to experience points. While doing Legion events, don't forget to touch the campfire for yet another 15% bonus to experience points. Teaming up with a friend will also give you another 10% experience points bonus as long as they stay nearby. If you used all of these bonuses together, a mob that normally gave you 1000 experience points will now give you an additional 550 experience points. It may not seem like a lot at first, but it really adds up over time. Every 2 enemies you kill will basically give you another enemy's experience as just an added bonus. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe. Good luck and have fun.